Good Tuesday morning, Beatrix in Zurich, Switzerland. Welcome to the workshop. This is the first kazoo I've made to go to Switzerland, so now this brings it up to 21 countries and territories that have Doc Kazoo's kazoos in them. I'm very proud to be sending one to Switzerland. Okay, Beatrix, what we do is two sound tests when I'm making your kazoos. It's roughed in this morning, and this will be put into the actual shape of your Spirit Chaser kazoo. And I do a roughed-in sound test, and I check the dynamic range of the kazoo and the power of the kazoo and the control of the kazoo. So we'll start with a high-low test, I call it, which checks the dynamic range. And this is just my mom's old favorite song that I use for this one. I think it's a good test song for this. It gives you a nice look at the dynamic range. Okay, here we go. Great dynamic range and great control through the range. Now we'll do the power test with a little tune I called it As We Go Jig. A lot of power and great control when you put the power to it. Now that was a sound test of the Spirit Chaser played as you would a normal kazoo, humming into it. And you may see stuff around the internet on kazoos that says hum don't blow, which my old buddy Captain Kazoo out in California coined that phrase, because if you blow through most kazoos, all you get is going through the kazoo is air coming out the other end, no noise. But the Spirit Chaser kazoo is a little different. It has a mouthpiece shaped like a brass instrument mouthpiece, so you can blow it like you would a bugle, using your lips to form the notes. You can also, we think that the first kazoos that were made were an African instrument that were used in tribal ceremonies to disguise voices. And this one's perfect for that. I'll show you a little example of that. And I imagine in those tribal ceremonies they made some pretty wild sounds, and you can do that with this kazoo too. So now I'm going to give you a test of it played like a brass instrument. And I'll first do it with a little tune, playing it like I would a bugle. I'm blowing through the kazoo. Now I'm going to talk through it. I'm just going to say hello. And now I'm just going to make some funky sounds that I think are kind of like the Australian instrument, the didgeridoo, at least how you pronounce it. You could come up with some pretty wild sounds, but you can still play it like a kazoo. Okay, I hope you enjoy your visit for the next few days while I make your kazoo. I'm looking forward to having you, and I hope you have half as much fun watching me make it as I do making it for you. I look like we're going to be shipping in no later than this coming Saturday. I hope to get it out Friday. We'll see how things go. You take care of yourself, and happy kazooing. I'll see you in your second update video where you will actually see this being put into the shape of the Spirit Chaser kazoo. And that's also the longest of videos of the 3 series too. So look forward to getting that one together for you next video. So take care of yourself, and happy kazooing.
It's a joy to be breathless sometime. Oh, it's a joy to be breathless sometime. Yes, indeed, it's a joy to be breathless. Just don't be kazooless, 'cause it's a joy to be breathless sometime. Now it feels good to be shoeless sometime. Oh, it feels good to be shoeless sometime. Yes, it does. It feels good to be shoeless. Just don't be kazooless. It feels good to be shoeless sometime.